Hi guys, welcome back to another session on RPA Automation Anywhere A360. I'm going to upload series of videos on Automation Anywhere A360, new features and advanced features in A360 with help of an example. So let's get started. Today we are going to learn triggers. So Automation Anywhere A360 we have different kinds of triggers available like email trigger, file trigger, folder trigger, service trigger, hotkeys. So we are going to learn each and every trigger with help of an examples. So first of all we are going to learn what is trigger. So triggers enables a task to run automatically in response to an event that occurs on your computer. Okay, let's suppose if window open or window closed or file open, created, deleted, updated, modified, or if you want to focus on any particular application, or if you want to update or rename specific file, or if you want to close any specific window, or if you receive any email, or if you delete any email, something like that. So based on the trigger on your computer, you can automatically run a bot. So let's get started. Let's see how to implement a triggers using Automation Anywhere A360. Now we are in Automation Anywhere A360 control room homepage. So here we can create a bot in two different ways. Like one is we can create by clicking on create a bot option, or else we can navigate to automation, and here we can just click on create new button option, and you have to click on bot. So this is how we can create a new bot. Once you click on create new bot, here you can find a create bot pop-up window. Here we need to provide details such as name, description, and folder location. Where do you want to store the files or ATMX task? So let me provide a name. Let's say triggers, and description is optional. And let me choose the folder location. So here I have already created few folder structures. Let me select A360 folder and let me click on choose. So whatever the task we are going to develop, the trigger task, it is going to store under A360 folder. So let me click on create and edit. So once you click on create and edit, it will navigate to the development editor. So in the development editor, we have three design flows. Like one is flow design, and second one is list design, and third one is dual design. And the left hand side you can see a number of actions and variables and triggers are available. So if you want to work on any specific command, just you can set the particular command using search box. Let's suppose a CSV. Yes, you can just type the CSV keyword to fetch the particular command package. So today we are going to focus on triggers. So let me click on triggers, and then we have different types of triggers available. So these are a lot of different types of triggers available in A360. So A360 demo package, these are all the main triggers: email trigger, file trigger, folder trigger, hotkey trigger, interface trigger, and the process trigger, service trigger, and window trigger. So let's see one by one. Uh, so let me first click on file trigger. So once you click on file trigger, it will automatically display in under the trigger session. So here right hand side we can see the properties of the trigger event. Here we need to choose the file. So let me browse. Let me select the file first. So let me go to documents, Python, and trigger. So here I am going to create a notepad file. So let me create a new text file. Let me rename it to trigger one. Okay. So let me select this file. So here we can perform different trigger actions, like whenever the file is created, then we can run the bot, or whenever the file is deleted or renamed, modified, we can perform the certain actions. So let me choose modified action, and there you can assign the output to a record variable. So here you can assign the output to a record variable, but this is optional. If you want to assign, you can create a record variable option over here. Let me save the task, and now I'm going to perform certain actions on the particular file. So here we have CSV command, right? So we'll work on the CSV or text file command. So let me click on open CSV or text file. So it supports both CSV and text file. So here we need to provide a few properties such as session name, file path, and delimiter, and trimming leading and trailing spaces, something like that. So let's see one by one. So here you want to change the session name, you can change the session name with your custom name, or you can keep the default session name, but each and every file should have the unique session name. And file path, so file path, you can choose the file from control room or desktop, or you can assign the file path to a variable and you can just call the variable. So let me choose the desktop file and let me browse the same file we have created, right, in under triggered folder. Let me choose the same file for processing, and what I'll do, I'll just click on save. I want to read the data in the text file. So what I'll do, I'll just drag and drop the read command activity, and I will assign the values in the text box to a table data type. So here if you see, the type is automatically, it is reflecting as table data type, and the name is table from CSV. So let me click on, if you want to change the name, yes, you can change the name. Let's suppose if you have any child bots or master bots, if you want to pass the values as input and output based on the direction, you can choose the either use as input or use as output. So since we are not using any child or master task here, so I am not going to select any one of the argument type. So let me click on create and select, and finally what I'll do, I'll just click on close activity. So each and every command should have the unique session name and the same session name for this particular file. So here I have assigned all the required input to table from CSV. So now what I'll do, I'll just print the data available in the text file by using message box activity. Let me type message box and let me drag and drop message box activity here, and now I'll press functional F2 to select the table data. So table data, each and every table, it contains either row and columns. So we can provide the row index and column index to display the data of the text file. So now we are good to go. So here we have covered file trigger, and whenever if you modify the file in the particular location, then automatically this code is going to execute. Let's see. In order to run this bot, we need to click on run button. Here if you click on run button, here we have two options available. So run button, is nothing but it will directly execute the piece of code. It will not consider the inputs from trigger. Let's suppose if you click on run with trigger, so it will read the inputs from the trigger. So whenever if the file is modified, then only this piece of code will execute. But if you don't want to modify this file, but you want to run this code without help of trigger, yes, you can directly click on trigger run now. Yes, you can go ahead with the run with trigger. So let's see both the examples now. So first of all, let me click on run now. I will not update anything in the triggered file, but still what is going to execute the code. Let's see. See, what is execute. Sorry, here we have some issue. Argument type. So let me check the type. So here if you see here, here we have a problem with the line number 4, and the table index 0 is invalid out or out of bound. So what does it mean? So what is out of bounds? So there is no specific range or value in the particular table or file, then we'll get such kind of errors. So we can skip this error pop-ups by using error handling. So Automation Anywhere A360, we have advanced error handling concepts like try, catch, finally throw, rethrow concepts. uh, so we are going to learn error exception handling in the upcoming sessions. So first of all, we will fix this issue. So let me click on close and let me go to the trigger file. Here I'll update, put value, let's say hello, and let me save the file. And let me go to the task again and let me click on run now command. So run now command is used to run the piece of code uh, without considering the trigger inputs or outputs. Trigger input or output, if the file is updated or not, it is going to execute the piece of code. And here you can see the value is hello. Now we are going to learn how to run the bot with the help of triggers. So let me click on run with triggers. Here we need to wait um, until the trigger is enabled. So once the trigger is enabled, then we can update the configuration file or input file to run the particular piece of code. Unless and until if you update the file, this code is still in execution process only, we will not get any output. So if you see here, now bot is trying to listening for triggers. So that means if you perform trigger actions, then bot is going to execute piece of code. Otherwise, it will still in the execution mode only. So what I'll do, I'll go to triggering file and let me open. Sorry, let me open. And here what I'll do, I'll updated updated one. Let me click on save and let me quickly go to Automation Anywhere. Now if you see, the bot is running automatically. Here you can see the updated one message box from the file. So this is how we can apply the triggers. There are some different types of triggers. We are going to cover all the triggers in the upcoming sessions. I hope you like this video. Oh, please subscribe and click on bell icon, and please don't forget to click on bell icon. That's why you will be notified every time when I upload new videos or series on Automation Anywhere, A360 advanced concepts and new features and interview questions and answers. If you have any queries or concerns, please drop me a message. I'll try to get back to you, or if required, I can share the required details or documents or videos on the same. Thank you.